Guys, right. Just shy of 50 minutes ago, just landed. I'm talking to you from Bioko.
Sorry, I just want to share something with you.
We did dive just about 17 miles into the storm, into the field.
Sorry about that. I'll start this over. So maybe I guess while everybody else gets here, you need to hear this.
Guys, we just did an overflight just shy of 50 minutes ago, just landed. I'm talking to you from Bioko. We did dive just about 17 miles into the storm, into the feeder bands to get an AWAC position to show exactly where the center is. And so far projected back from Rayathon, which is the company that gives us all ordnance and guidance, they're saying it's not going to hit us head on, unfortunately. It's actually going to hit us to the very south side of us. Is going to see most impact. Most of Trinidad and Tobago should have rain all the way up to the north. We're going to see some tropical storm activity all the way through the islands, but it's not going to be as bad as we think. The storm has intensified, yes, slightly increased by 5 to 8 miles per hour, just shy of 4 knots, but we should see how that's going to turn out a bit later on.
Right. Unfortunately, I can't tell you who that was. So I'm just getting all of these things, but he sounds like somebody who knows what they're talking about because he was in the plane. So where we at now, I don't know. Rain is falling in Diego Martin, but it's not falling hard. It's 7:30, and I was hoping to get updates from anybody else and everybody else, wherever you are. If you want to go live, call me on 682-2110 and give us the update. How is it looking on your end? And let's have an idea of what's going on. This storm, I'm not sure what it's doing, and we have no information. We have no information. I think we should begin an update here from Tobago. Hi.
Philip Edward Alexander.
Yes, my friend. How is it like?
Calling from Signal Hill at this time. The winds are high continuously. However, there's no power outage here, but there's power outages at different parts of the island. Mason Hall is in the darkness. I saw Gulf City, Lowlands, more situation near Generator, so I'm not sure if maybe Canaan and so is without power. I'm not sure. However, there is electricity in most of the island, and the winds are high, and the rain has ceased at this time. It's now reduced a drizzle. And that is all I have for you at this time. No fallen trees along the roadway or any sort of major disaster here.
What is the response of the protective services and first responders? Are you seeing?
No, non-existent. Non-existent.
You're not seeing utility vehicles, police vehicles, nothing?
No, nothing.
All right.
Nothing. Non-existent at this time.
Keep us updated, eh?
No problem.
You're all linked from Tobago. Thanks a lot for that.
You're welcome.
Right. Now, the storm is supposed to hit at 9 o'clock. So everywhere that it's reducing to a drizzle, remember, a storm has a calm before it. It's led in by a calm. So, but once again, we don't know what's going on. Nobody's telling us what's going on. An entire nation left to its own devices. Yeah, message. Wind starting to pick up in Valsayn. I want updates. Please give me some updates. Dinesh Samtani posted, I cannot understand our Prime Minister's decision not to have other government institutions closed tomorrow, even if the ODPM is advising him that it won't be as bad as expected. Should we not take precautionary steps in the event that there is more damage and or destruction than anticipated? The lives of our citizens mean nothing to you, Mr. PM. As Philip Edward Alexander would say, fire yourself, Keith Rowley. I think this is catching on, you know. But I mean, I don't want to... I personally would be happy if it is not as strong as we anticipate that it would be. But now it's kicking up in Diego Martin. I'm hearing it picking up in Diego Martin. So we're not in a position now to advise one way or the other what we think is going to be the... But the winds are picking up in Diego Martin. And I wanted to tell people, if you park your car near a tree and stuff, you should really move it. Park your cars away from trees. Joey Ningwai says Maraval is calm and it's a slight drizzle. Anybody that's on the East Coast, anybody that's closer to Manzanilla, Mayaro, or anywhere on the East Coast who would like to share what's going on, please give us a call. 682-2110. We'd like to know. This update that says it's not going to be as bad as we think, please do not take that as a pass. Let us not, because we have no idea. Rainfall by itself, and Eric Mackey told us yesterday that the nation is waterlogged already. So that heavy rains, even if we do not get gale force winds, heavy rains could result in significant flooding. And we do not know what the situation is. So do not take anything here for granted. Yeah? I'm looking for updates from all corners. Update me from everywhere. Update me from everywhere. I want to get information, but I really want to get information from sorry, I'm just reading messages that I'm getting as they come to hand. Everyone, if I don't respond to your message, but you see that I read it, it's because I can't respond right now. I have to respond to some. Yes. So, rain is guaranteed. And I see we're making the memes. Yeah. I see we're making the memes. People still on the beach? Somebody sent me a picture of people on the beach. Well, 682-2110. If you have any updates to give me, I'd like to know how things are, where you are. Give me a call, 682-2110. As of now, I want to call Colin at React to see if they have any further information for us. Good. I heard that there is an update that says the storm should not be as bad. You got that? That the storm should not be as bad. I just actually played a voice note I got from I played it live, but I don't know who it is. Okay, but I am live now and I want to know, do you have anything that you would like to add? Okay, if you could find out about that update for me and give me a call back. Thanks a lot. I'm waiting on Colin to give us a call back. with the update. So he and all is saying that React does not know. We have this voice note that I played to you for you, but we don't know who it is and how authentic it is. And we cannot be guided by that until we know it's authentic and what it's about. Remember, the storm we're dealing with. So, yeah. This is exhausting, eh? It is exhausting. Right. I'm checking the stand-up TNT group to see what's the latest post. As part of safety precautions for the tropical storm warning currently in effect for Trinidad and Tobago, TSTT will be lowering the height of cellular towers for several of its cellular on wheels facilities. This is being done to minimize any possible risk to public safety and property damage. This will result in some degradation of mobile coverage in the listed areas, but this will be fully restored once the weather conditions return to normal. There is a list of the affected areas. TSTT regrets any inconvenience and thanks customers for their understanding. That image is on Stand Up TNT, and you can get
Tropical Storm Brett. It is expected to make its passage over Trinidad and Tobago over the next 6 to 12 hours, and we here at CNC3 will continue to keep you updated with all that you need to know in order to weather the storm. So far, we have been told and you have been reminded to remain calm in all situations, yet alert, and to have emergency numbers on hand even before this storm makes landfall. We here at CNC3 will continue to share those emergency contact numbers with you, and you can also visit our Facebook and Twitter pages for more information as we're updating those on a real-time basis as well. As we said, at 5 p.m. this evening, Tropical Storm Brett was named. Previously, it was a tropical cyclone, and what you are seeing on your screen is footage that has been sent to us by viewers such as yourself, filling us in on what has been happening across the country thus far. And there you see fallen trees and first responders already on the scene to deal with some of that wind damage. We have not yet seen the worst of the storm, but we want to let you know that the Ministry of Local Government, the Ministry of Works, the Ministry of Health are all saying that Trinidad and Tobago is well prepared, authorities are well prepared to deal with this situation. There we see what seems to be a massive tree already fallen in Matlot, I understand, and we will continue to bring you information as it comes to hand. Please don't hesitate to share your video and your information with us. We here at CNC3 are depending on you to keep your fellow citizens aware and informed, and this
traditional media is dying. That is CNC3 calling social media for help. You all heard that? Golda Lee set up a page. Your office is going to be closing down soon. Moderate rain in South Erin. Winds are also picking up. Everybody stop sending me the voice note. I have it. We played it. CNC3 is admitting that they too have no information. None. No information. The government has failed in its responsibility. The government has failed in its responsibility. There was chaos at the ANR Robinson International Airport, Tobago on Monday as people who traveled from Trinidad to spend the long weekend attempted to get off the island before the approaching storm. However, hundreds are expected to be stuck in Tobago because a decision has been taken by Caribbean Airlines to cancel all flights after 1:25 p.m. Monday. Passengers were supplied with ponchos in order to board their flights out of Tobago. At least 6 flights were scheduled to arrive and depart the island on Monday afternoon. So that's that. Let's see what else the Express has to share. Nothing, you know. Nobody has anything. Nobody has anything because the authorities are not besides murders galore. Yeah. So you know schools are remaining closed on Tuesday. That's what we have. Where you are now, if there's anything that you would like to share, everybody's bashful tonight. Yeah, people are upset, understandably so, from around the world as to what how Trinidad comes across. We come across as a real banana republic. We come across as a failed state. We come across as a joke to everybody else. And we're gonna keep being a joke until we take our responsibility as citizens a little more seriously. A house in Patience Hill, Tobago has collapsed. One man hospitalized. No electricity in some parts of Tobago, including Patience Hill and Signal Hill. That report was from Liz Williams, and she is one of the best sources of information out of Tobago. Santa Cruz has light rain, calm breeze thus far. But Santa Cruz is on the north coast practically. Sorry for the yawning. I'm exhausted. We have the name of the person who made that voice note, but apparently I can't release that name as yet. I don't know why. A lot of nonsense in this whole handling of this matter. Yeah? We had to put out an APB to find the Prime Minister. Gusty winds in San Fernando. They're saying that San Fernando or South is gonna feel the brunt of this storm. So people in South, brace for it. Right? Where else can we get information from now? Tobago's government office shut down tomorrow. Trinidad still undecided. All Tobago House of Assembly THA offices will remain closed tomorrow as a result of the potential tropical storm expected to hit Trinidad and Tobago tonight. The announcement was made today by the THA Chief Secretary Kelvin Charles. He has also announced that the Tobago budget, which was due to be read tomorrow, will be delayed until Thursday. Meanwhile, Minister in the Office of the Prime Minister, Shorty Boy, I don't even want to read anything from that clown. This government is such an embarrassment. I mean, it embarrasses me. It embarrasses me to say that is our government. We are where we are tonight because of lack of choice, I guess, for want of a better word. So, we have to rally through. I want to say something. We have to rally through this. It's picking up in Diego Martin. I can hear it outside. And at some point tonight, I'll do a live video from outside because I want to see what it's like, what it would be like from the outside. I don't know where you are, but I'm hearing the wind in the trees in Diego Martin, and it's picking up. It's 4 minutes to 8, and it was supposed to be at 9 o'clock that we were supposed to get most of our action. No person in authority has seen it fit to address the nation. Not one. And that's unacceptable. Totally unacceptable. Meteorologist Ian Wallace says no part of Trinidad and Tobago will be spared from Tropical Storm Brett. He also urges citizens to be mindful of floods as the ground is already saturated from earlier rains. We said that earlier. Yeah? Do not take this storm for granted. Do not be guided by that voice note by itself until we hear from authorities. But we're not hearing from authorities. I'm looking in the news feed for anything that we could consider an update, and nothing of value. The other news media seem to be like us. Peter Fonele asking which voice note. I'll play it again. Even though I'm saying do not be guided by it as any authority. I don't know what's going on now with this. It's not playing. Right. Okay, I'll try and get it to replay. I have it so many times now, I have to find one that works. Yeah?
Guys, we just did an overflight just shy of 15 minutes ago, just landed. I'm talking to you from Piarco. We did dive just about 17 miles into the storm, into the feeder bands to get an AWAC position to show exactly where the center is. And so far projected back from Rayathon, which is the company that gives us all ordnance and guidance, they're saying it's not going to hit us head on, unfortunately. It's actually going to hit us to the very south side of us. Is going to see most impact. Most of Trinidad and Tobago should have rain all the way up to the north. We're going to see some tropical storm activity all the way through the islands, but it's not going to be as bad as we think. The storm has intensified, yes, slightly increased by 5 to 8 miles per hour, just shy of 4 knots, but we should see how that's going to turn out a bit later on.
La Romaine, there's rain in La Romaine. Yeah, we are a happy people. The truth of the matter is, we do not have any guidance one way or the other to say if anything could be taken as guidance. We don't have that. We don't have it. Again, some messages. Heavy rain, strong wind in South Trinidad. You can't just say south, you have to tell me where in south, please. Rachel Janetti, I have not heard that, so I don't think Wassa would have a reason to turn off the water. I've never heard that before as a response to a storm, so I don't think that's true.
Your vote will decide our destiny. Your vote will decide what you want to be. Your vote can protect our country's faith. But use it well.
Gusty winds and rain in St. Magdalene.
If it is not who you're voting, fail beyond a doubt. When you're voting, vote them out. Vote them out. If it is they prove it to be only full amount. When you're voting, vote them out. Vote them out. If it is the time is now that change should come about. Just as how you vote them in. Vote them out.
I want to read an update. Actually, let them read it for me.
Thanks for joining us on AccuWeather. We're checking in on the tropics. I'm AccuWeather meteorologist Julia Wyden. In the Gulf of Mexico, we're watching a potential tropical cyclone. It doesn't have a name yet. It does have a number. It's potential tropical cyclone number 3. And you can make out that moisture on our satellite imagery. Okay, honing in on it a little bit more. Again, we are watching as the winds are coming up a little bit. We are already seeing tropical storm warnings and watches in effect for coastal Louisiana and even into Texas as well. Our tropical storm warning includes our bayou areas, especially south of New Orleans. This is where over the next day or two we could have those tropical storm conditions. That would mean some blustery winds sustained at around 40 miles per hour. That could happen a little later on for folks farther off to the west, but it's something we're keeping an eye on. And just to give you an idea of the track of this storm system, again, we are watching as it comes a little closer to the shoreline areas in Louisiana by the early morning hours on Wednesday. That's late Tuesday night, early Wednesday morning. Then as it progresses its way inland, it will likely lose steam. Again, this forecast does call for it to reach tropical storm status. That would mean wind speed sustained at around 40 miles per hour or higher, and then it moves inland and it really weakens quite a bit, as we tend to see happening with our tropical systems. Of course, we'll keep you updated. We'll let you know if the storm gains a name, so stay with us here on AccuWeather. Thanks for joining us on AccuWeather. We're checking in on the tropics. I'm AccuWeather.
This has a headline: Tropical Storm Brett becomes earliest named storm so far south in the Atlantic. An unusually strong system for June will pass through the southern part of the Windward Islands with tropical storm conditions on Monday night and Tuesday. The system strengthened the Tropical Storm Brett on Monday afternoon and will cause winds and seas to build around the islands and the Venezuela coast through Tuesday. Bathers and boaters should heed all advisories as seas and surf will become dangerous. Because of the compact nature of the storm, adverse conditions are likely to hug the coast of Guyana and Venezuela, the southern part of the Windward Islands, and a portion of the Leeward Islands. People on the islands from Trinidad and Tobago to Grenada, Margarita, and Tortuga can expect showers and gusty thunderstorms to ramp up Monday night and Tuesday. Rain is generally needed on these islands since they receive little rain on an annual basis. However, too much rain can fall too fast and lead to flash flooding and mudslides. Rainfall will average 2 to 4 inches with locally higher amounts possible. Interaction with the large landmass of South America will cap the development of the tropical system to a tropical storm, though. Tuesday, AccuWeather hurricane expert Dan Katlowski said, as the system moves west-northwestward over the Caribbean Sea, it is likely to weaken due to strong winds at mid-levels of the atmosphere on Wednesday, Katlowski said. Regeneration of the system is not likely beyond Wednesday. And that is from AccuWeather. So I think we will keep them as a source of information because we're not even getting that from our people anymore. I'm going to give you AccuWeather link in the thread for this video, so you can monitor, like I will be monitoring. And yes, this is it. We can never ever take for granted a storm advisory, and if this storm does not negatively impact Trinidad, hold on 1 second, I get some more information. And I have to go down the link to get some more information. No, I have everything. I have everything here. Yes, sorry about that. Yeah. I'm getting more updates on that. And this is, if it just turns out to be a night of heavy rain, then that's good. But people, especially people in South, pay attention to what's going on. Okay. This is the latest National Hurricane Center Tropical Storm Brett Public Advisory. Tropical Storm Brett Intermediate Advisory number 5A, National Hurricane Center, Miami, Florida. Heavy rain bands spreading across Trinidad and Tobago. Summary of 8 p.m. information. Watches and warnings. Changes with this advisory, none. Summary of watches and warnings in effect. A tropical storm warning is in effect for Trinidad, Tobago, Grenada, Venezuela from Pedernales to Cumana, including Isla de Margarita. A tropical storm watch is in effect for Bonaire, Curacao, Aruba. A tropical storm warning means that the tropical storm conditions are expected somewhere within the warning area, in this case within 24 hours. A tropical storm watch means that the tropical storm conditions are possible within the watch area, generally within 48 hours. For storm information specific to your area, monitor products issued by your National Meteorological Service. Discussion on 48-hour outlook. At 8 p.m., the center of Tropical Storm Brett was located near latitude 9.5 north, longitude 60.5 west. Brett is moving toward the west-northwest near 25 miles per hour, 40 kilometers per hour, and is expected to slow down over the next 48 hours. On the forecast track, the tropical storm is expected to move near or over Trinidad and the eastern coast of Venezuela tonight and early Tuesday. Sorry. Maximum sustained winds are near 40 miles per hour, 65 kilometers per hour, with higher gusts. Little change in strength is forecast during the next 12 to 24 hours. A weakening trend is forecast to begin on Wednesday, and Brett is expected to become a tropical depression. Tropical storm force winds extends outward up to 80 miles, 130 kilometers from the center, mainly north of the center. The estimated minimum central pressure is 1008 MB, 29.76 inches. Hazards affecting land. Wind. Tropical storm conditions have likely begun over portions of the warning area along the eastern coast of Venezuela, and these conditions will spread westward over the remainder of the warning area overnight on Tuesday. Rainfall. The disturbance is expected to produce total rain accumulations of 2 to 4 inches over the Windward Islands and the eastern coast of Venezuela tonight and Tuesday. Next complete advisory at 11 p.m. I will share this as well, so you have this to work with as well. This is also going to be put into the thread. Right. So, out of everything else that we've discussed, we could leave this now. You have a lot of information. I'm going to put these on my wall as well for the people who don't know how to take the time to find something in a thread. I'll put it on my wall as well, both of them. public view so that you can share it. Yeah? We have, right, that's what I just read. Right, we have a good team of people working on this, keeping us updated, giving us information. We'll take a little break just now, getting some more updates, I think from San Fernando. And it is storming in Marabella as of now. Trinidadians are foolish. Somebody, I can't share. This is a serious thing. This is a serious thing. This is serious. I have to respond to some of these messages. Sorry about that, because I want them to keep us current. If you've gotten any information or updates that you can share, please, thank you. We are very much interested in getting any other updates. You all would have heard Shamla Maraj from time to time on our walls. She's supposed to be trying to be one of the guest speakers in our San Fernando public meeting on the 28th of June. Shamla Maraj is also, she's one of the people that is tracking this storm and giving us a lot of this information. And I want to acknowledge her and tell her thank you. And yeah, so you want a joke? I'll give you a joke. Randy Niggerfook sent this joke. So Randy sent to say that for the safety of personnel, males and females are required to visit different shelters. Shelters for males are Villa Capri, Hawaii, Dad's Dan, Rich's Gold, Copa, and Spanish Harlem. I am assuming those are all houses of ill repute. Ha ha, Randy. I'm hearing the wind in the trees in Diego Martin. It is 8:15. Anybody in South, anybody in East Trinidad that has anything to give us, we're taking it. So, we real chatty, boy. Tonight, we real chatty on the threads. Somebody say when KFC close, you know the thing's serious. That's funny. I mean, right. Friends sharing prayers. Yeah. What else do we have to add? What else do we have? Nothing now? We can take a break and come back. No rain or winds in South Place is really quiet. Obviously, South is a big place. So, when you all are giving me South, give me plenty now. Give me more information, please. Yeah? So that it doesn't just look like one message is contradicting the other. I know this is sounding very disjointed, but we do not have the kind of information that we would like to be having right now. Roof blown off in San Francisco, South Trinidad. Is that Pluck Road? Michelle, is that a picture of the yellow house in Pluck Road? Rain and wind picking up in Taruba and St. Madeleine. And what else we got in here? Stupidness. Right. Looking for more updates. If you have anything to send us, send it to us at, you can WhatsApp me, 682-2110. Feel free to send it there. Yeah? And if you all have nothing else to add, we could take a break. I want to find out how things looking in Tobago, but I guess we could do that in about an hour. So, tell me, we could take a break now, yes? Because there is nothing new to add. And I feel like you all have seen me too much today. Thank you for still trying to give us information. It's gusty here in Princestown. Winds building up and dying down, but it's strong when it's gusty. We have heavy flooding in Barataria along the priority bus route. Yeah, there's a lot of flood. There's a lot of flood in Barataria. High gusts and light drizzle in Trin-City. Okay, so you all cool with it, right? We take a break for now and we come back at this a little later. Between now and then, stay safe, okay?